I just realized I should start recording. Hello, nurse! That's what you missed out on at the beginning of the stream, is me saying hello, nurse, for no reason whatsoever. Alright. There we are! And of course my PNGTuber is not responding. I think I must have bumped the microphone. Like you do. Alright, let's fix this little graphic I put up here. There we go. Well, here, let's see. Let's put it right there. How does that look? I should go into the OBS settings and see if I can easily turn off the snap to side feature, because it keeps on snapping to the top of the screen and I don't necessarily want it to be all the way up there. But anyway, welcome everyone. I just realized I'm not all the way ready, but it was just such a good time to stop the Undertale music that I was like, yeah, let's get started right now, because the one song just finished. Alrighty. Let's get Stream Manager where I want it to go, because I'm detailed like that. And before we get much further, I just want to play the notification for a follow I got yesterday, just so it shows up on stream. This is tradition around here, so I'm going to play the notification.
Elichum just followed.
Elichum, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome. Alright. This is here. That's there. I'm streaming. I'm recording. I linked things on Twitter or X, and I put the links into Discord that I wanted to put. And we are full screen. We have sound from the game. My PNGTuber is moving properly. Wonderful!
A trench coat has higher practicability than a sari.
Hello,
When
everyone!
walking in the field, its heavy-duty fabric blocks the wind of the wild, and condensation on its smooth surface is easy to wipe off. Don't forget the pockets. Big enough to shove 3 notes in.
Did Kalabauna just mansplain trench coats to me? I just realized. Well, she is a scientist. Maybe it just comes with the territory. No, she was just giving a review. That wasn't mansplaining. Alright. That was an awkward way to start the stream. Hello! This is like the 4th or 5th time I've said hello, but I'm just happy to be streaming. Like I said last stream, it just felt so weird not streaming for such a long time over the past week, and it feels like it's been an age and a half since I streamed, because it was such... it just felt like a long week. So much was going on. It was super hot, there was a heat advisory. We had painting happening outside the house. There still is, in fact, stuff happening, because they wanted to get all this stuff done in the summer when the weather is okay for it. They are today, kind of sealing in cracks in the asphalt in our little parking area in the road in front of our condos here. And that means that I'm trapped. I can't go outside because it's drying. I can walk on it after it's dried for a few hours, but we won't be able to drive anywhere for a day. So tomorrow in the morning we'll be able to drive somewhere. I just went to this menu so that Calabona wouldn't be interrupting me when I'm talking and stuff. But hello. I welcome you all. I was thinking about this update, and I was thinking about how I was like, hey, since I streamed on Tuesday, why not stream on Thursday? And then that will actually be the day that the new update comes out, and that timing is just perfect. Oh, this is beautiful. Beautiful music here. Ooh, lovely. And I'm happy to be streaming the new update. I'm excited about that. But oh my goodness, I totally forgot that everyone and their mother would be streaming right now. I don't know why I didn't even think of that. I'm like, I'm trying to stream at the same time as XX Steamed Buns. Y'all should be going over to that stream. He's like giving all sorts of good content. And the many, many other streamers also that are streaming right now. So I very well am expecting lower numbers. I feel like a lot of the viewers that I've gotten over the past few months have been here because I was one of 2 people streaming at this time of day. I was one of 2 people streaming this game at this time of the day, and I found the niche and I stuck to it. So that means that if I'm streaming at this time of day and everyone else is also streaming the game, suddenly that product is not as rare. And that's just how it goes. That's okay. I'm gonna delight anytime I see that number hit like 3 viewers. I'm just gonna be freaked out like, oh, that's fantastic. Right now I've got 1 viewer and there's no telling whether that's just me or not. I tried to leave the stream starting screen up for longer than last time to give more and more people a chance to perhaps tune in on my stream. But, maybe I should have done it longer. But whatever. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I have begun, and so I shall begin. I shall begin. I can talk, I swear. I'm a little let down that we don't get Maine's bulletin right away. I mean, I should have known. I should have known that... I mean, we just had... Like, the last Maine's bulletin ended yesterday, so of course we're gonna have a break. That makes sense when I think about it. I'm excited about the rerun for more Punk. I mean, I'm kind of excited. I guess I should be honest. I'm, lukewarm. I like that story, but it's recent enough in my memory that I was excited about the, Theft of the Remnant Cup and Nightmare at Green Lake because those were stories that I was still, at the time when they first came out for the EN server, I was still trying to get a hang for Rush 1999's writing style. And I think by the time we got to Journey to More Punk and the Deepa Festival, I finally had figured it out, sort of, mostly. I guess there's one thing about this event that I'm looking forward to in this rerun is it really went over my head what the deal was with Calabauna's teacher. It completely went over my head. I didn't understand what had happened and why she had been ostracized or whatever. So maybe this time through I'll be able to figure it out. I guess, yeah. The rerun, I'm assuming that Silver Knot or Polar Town, one of these is gonna be... If Dawn Arrives as Usual is Vila's character story, and the icon looks like that, then Silver Knot is probably August's. Or wait, August? Or is it Wingsong's story? Probably. Right. Because August is the 5-star, not the 6-star. And then Polar Town... Maybe I'll have to look at the announcements and see if they say what that is. Anecdote... What did the trailer mention it was gonna be? I can't remember. Let's take a look. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Main event story, which I plan on playing a little bit today, because that's kind of all there is to do. And I would prefer to do the main event story and then read Vila's character story, because that's usually the order I think they want you to do it. Let's see. Greetings from the Snow. Wilderness Pack. Of course, yep. Now, I don't get to scroll this over. That's unfortunate. Eternity's anecdote! That's what's up. That's right, you can have 6-star anecdotes. A Knight had an anecdote. Okay. Give me a second. My phone is, like, buzzing and stuff. Do. Yes. I know I can manage my stream using mobile dashboard on my phone, but no thank you. I would much rather manage my stream from my PC. Way easier to do. What's double analysis? Is that another rerun banner? Maybe? If it starts on August 27th, and we look at 6's rerun banner, for 11 days, and today is the 15th. I think that lines up. Yeah, that must be the next rerun banner. I don't like the name of it. The name of it makes me very grumpy. Double analysis. It better not be a double banner. Wags my finger at Blue Pog. Don't you dare. But I don't see an explanation for the things and the stuff. Double analysis. That's gotta be the banner. Summon, pickup banner, new arrivals, jukebox. So, I thought about this. I honestly gave it an honest thought. I know I've talked myself up to be someone who doesn't like to spend too much money in free-to-play games, and I was planning on going on a spending break because I kept buying. I bought like 4 Roaring months in a row and 1 Roar jukebox. So I was kind of like, that feels like a lot. Like, I know that's not a lot for a lot of people out there, but I don't want to get myself into a habit of continuing to do it every single month, you know? I mean, not that I was in a habit of getting every single jukebox. That was the first jukebox I ever bought was for Balloon Party's outfit from the Dushwa Festival. And I considered this because I really like this. This skin for Baby Blue speaks to me on a deep level. I absolutely love national costume, if that's the right term for it. I just love outfits that are really heavily cultural and have a history to them and are part costume more than clothing. It's just because it's so much there. It has such a level of art to it, rather than like being a fashion trend kind of a clothing piece. It's like the sleeves. I'm curious if the sleeves are traditional too. They look kind of modern to me, but everything else here, I just it warms my history nerd heart. I don't know about the culture that this comes from. I'm assuming it comes from Russian culture, but that is merely a assumption. Now, all that said, I don't use Baby Blue. That's the truth of the matter. Ignore what you saw just now. I'll get to it. I promise. she's just kind of here. Let me see. I'm gonna go to reverse 1999 tier list on Pridewind. She just keeps muttering and mumbling. It's so funny. Okay. If y'all will bear with me for a moment, I'm gonna skip over to here. And not... Oh, wait, hang on a second. Bear with me, bear with me. I'm so sorry. Copy. I haven't added the SAG-AFTRA thing everywhere yet. Put it up here, maybe. It's kind of tiny. Where would it be best? I guess it would be best up here. Welcome to my ADHD stream. This is how we do things. So, as you can see on pridewind.gg's tier list, which obviously always take with a grain of salt, there's lots of tier lists out there, and you shouldn't feel like you're playing the game wrong if you're playing a character that's lower on this list. Heck, I use Lilia all the time, and she's a B tier, but she still does the job for me. I use Sonetto a lot. Maybe not a lot, but like, there's plenty of situations where she comes in handy. Dika, every once in a while, I like using her. Granted, it's more of a because I want to use her and not because she's actually good at what she does. I use Conjura so much. Real talk. I actually use Conjura so much because I need her to use with my Jessica. She helps to provide more poison stacks. And now that I have her P1, she provides one more turn of poison stacks, which is great. So, C tier, I guess, but she's a niche. It's called a niche pick tier for a reason, you know? Like, if you have a niche that she fits into, then it's great. And I built Betty, Nick Bottom, and La Source. And every once in a while I bring them out, especially for like weird challenges, because once again, it's all about the niche picks. So I don't know if it's worth buying Baby Blue's skin, unfortunately. I bought Balloon Party's jukebox skin because I use her like crazy, like many people do. I have Tooth Fairy, I have Ezra and Yenisei. So and after that I have Balloon Party. So like many of us, there's just not a lot of healing options, so it makes sense that I'm using her. There's a lot of support options though, and there's a lot of strong support options, and it's like, I have these three built. I have Anon Lee, Cornbloom, I have Necrologist and Pickles. I have Shemaine built. So I just don't know if Baby Blue is worth building for a skin that I really, really love. The only thing that comes to mind is that I don't have a solid star support. That's the main reason. I'm curious if Pridewind has anything to say about Cornbloom. Decent support for mental damage teams. I do like that. With her negative mental defense and plus damage taken debuffs. Decent self-survivability with insights. Cons. Ultimate is high effort, low reward. Requires too much setup for how bad Nightmare is as an effect. If you'll mind me just a moment, I want to see what that is. A mass attack deals mental damage to all enemies. If the target is in stats down, negative status, or control statuses, inflicts Nightmare status for 1 round on the target. I mean, getting that on the enemies isn't that hard, especially if you have Tooth Fairy, but okay. 1 round. just 1 round? That's unfortunate. Cannot act, dispel the effect after taking any attack. That's kind of bad. Yeah. Her minus mental defense shred, her main use case, is locked behind a rank 2 or 3 card and isn't easily applicable because of that. That is rough. I don't like that. Man. Debuffs are spread between skills, causing her to become AP negative. Oh. One of her cards does mental defense, and the other card does damage taken plus 20%. Man. Yeah. What was it saying? Oh. That's not the right way to go. It said something about decent self-survivability with insights. Right, okay. If you get her to inside 3. Okay. When the caster takes mental damage, gives the attacker 1 stack of Wonderland Visitor for 2 rounds. What's Wonderland Visitor? Oh. Hang on. I think I... Come on, microphone. There it is. Goodness, it wasn't showing up on my PNGTuber program. That's annoying. Anyway, that's enough looking at a website. Doop, doop, doop. Alright. Let's see. Okay. I had to be silly. I'm laughing at myself for planning to stream Reverse 1999 today. Well, I have, what, like, how many days to decide on getting this? I have a whole month to decide about that, so whatever. Anyway, now back to the elephant in the room, or rather the mermaid in the room, or rather the Rusalki in the room. I did my pulls! I should show you my pulls. Let's see. Okay, so back in time a little bit. Let's see. The last time I did any pulls was I let myself do a single 10 pull on Marcus's banner, and I held myself to saying, you know what, I'll let myself do 1 10 pull, because I knew that starting with Vila, we are going to be in crunch time in terms of saving for how many good 6 stars are coming up. So, I held myself to 1 10 pull, and I just got the Charlie. Which unfortunately I already had her at max portraits, but it is what it is. At least you get more of those cassettes for the shop. And then this morning, okay, so it's probably already spoiling it. You can see I'm on page 5. But I did pretty well. I got 2 August in the first 10 pull. I got a 3rd August in the 2nd. I got a 4th August in the 3rd. I got a 5th August in the 4th 10 pull. And we struck gold, and I won my 50-50. I cannot tell you the relief that I felt when I saw that. Lord have mercy, because after that point, if I had lost the 50-50, I only have 28 pulls. Like,
I value the present.
it was gonna be a rough road after that point. So I have P for August. Oh, that's right. Hang on. Is he, like, kinda good, maybe? Wait a second. Where is he? August. Oh, he's A tier. That's not terrible. But I already have some plant support. I already have Anon Lee and Cornbloom. They're both routed damage. What do you got? Mental damage. So, you know, maybe. Not that you're, well, okay, in the new meta, now, stuff like mental damage, reality damage, afflatus matters a little bit more for the non-DPS characters because we have characters who have conditions that they want you to meet. Like, Gutian wants to have at least 2 reality damage teammates with him so that he can do some stuff. What was it again? Is it the insight? When entering battle with 3+ reality damage allies, grant Moxie +3 to self. Triggers only 1 time. Yeah. So that's Gutian. And then does Vila have... Vila, where are you? There you are. Does Vila have stuff that she wants to have happen? Gain Moxie +1 for each mental... Let's see, I can highlight this. For each mental damage ally on the team, gain an additional Moxie +1 up to a maximum of Moxie +2. So not a lot of characters have those things, but it's still 2 characters, which is kind of a lot when you think about it. Insert that one meme. So that's something to think about. Alrighty. Obviously, I'm not going to build him immediately, but the person I am going to build immediately, or rather, who I did build already immediately, because I've just been farming and farming every single day, trying to hold myself back from building anybody else, knowing that I was going to be getting Vila. I didn't really look up what her material requirements were, but
Miss Burton, I suggest we spend more time together.
I managed to get quite a lot of stuff, and now I have a build Vila. Yay! I like that. So yeah, she's Resonance 9. That's generally where I build my support and healer/shielder characters too. Right now I've got her on that Inquisitive Deer side tube. And I haven't used her once, but I know she'll be good. Oh, look at that! Look at the spelling of her name down here. Vila. Is that like, Cyrillic, script? I know Cyrillic is the name of the languages in Russia and some other countries. Oh, the whistling, it's so good. And then, we've got Vila character story. I want to play the main story. It's kind of rough because I know some people that are watching streams right now, like, and I include myself in this morning, I had, like, Kai was streaming this morning, and I was wanting to hold off from watching it too closely because he was doing the main story and I hadn't touched it yet, so I wanted to avoid spoilers for myself. So I'm thinking that'll probably happen with viewers for this stream as well, but it looks like everyone is in a similar situation. Everybody streaming is like, well, there's not much else to do except for the main story, so if you want to watch some streams, then you're going to be watching the main story, so you might want to play it yourself and then check out the streams. let's see. I guess I'll get started. This whistling here is reminiscent of how lonely my stream is right now. There's nobody in chat. I still only have one viewer, and I'm just kind of laughing about the whole thing. I don't feel that bad about it because I've been really lucky. I've been really, really lucky to have the viewers that I have had in recent months, and I just am so thankful that I was able to find a niche. People pronounce that name differently, differently. And so I don't take it for granted. I've been really lucky that I have had some really good viewer numbers on Reverse 1999 streams for a game that I was already playing. I started playing this at the beginning of November 2023, so I was just a few weeks late to it compared to everybody else, but I'm glad I got into it, and I still stayed interested. And while the rest of the internet kind of, for the most part, people kind of cooled down about it, a lot of people were still into the CN version of the game, but I've been having fun with the EN version, and I was really happy to find streamer AgeKK, AGEKK, and she was streaming the EN version of the game, and I was so happy to find her, and that kind of inspired me to stream also, and to stream Reverse 1999. I started out with it as a Genshin Impact streamer. Anyway, I'm just kind of talking to myself here, trying to fill the air, keep myself company. How about we actually frickin' press enter? How's that sound? And we will... I remember when I opened this menu for the first time, it played the trailer for this version, so I don't think it's going to play it again. Unless there's a separate trailer just for the story? I don't think so. Anyway, grab a snack, grab a drink. I think I stole that from a YouTuber, I can't remember who. Oh no, what's her name? There's a movie react YouTube channel. I'll remember it later, and I'll mention it. Let's get started. Let's do this. Our good old Reverse 1999 little wood figures. I want someone to make these in real life. So bad. Alright, and don't worry about my activity. I have plenty. Plenty. Not to worry at all. Farewell, Rayashki. Welcoming ceremony. The fact that it says ceremony makes me think it's going to be that part from the trailer where they're playing the accordion and they're all quiet.
I once traveled to a small town called Rayashki.
Is this, Bismuth?
It was located high up within the Arctic Circle, and it was frigid cold all year long.
That's absolutely Bismuth. Oh, look at the... On the instrument on the right, there's a bunch of letters, but they don't seem to be in alphabetical order. The numbers are 0 through 12, and then there's a bunch of letters that are not in alphabetical order. Okay, Besmerit, what were you saying? A small town called Rayashki, high up within the Arctic Circle. Frigid cold all year long, right. Okay.
After my visit there, I traveled to many more places. From Zealand to the Balkan Peninsula, my journey went on and on.
Okay.
But above all other places, I kept finding my thoughts returning to that little town, to its incandescent lights glowing in the long dark of the polar night, to the shared dream of the people there.
Now that I think about it, the trailer for this story showed a lot of daytime, right? Like, it wasn't nighttime in the trailer. There was a lot of daytime, which, when I picture locations in the Arctic Circle, I imagine a lot of nighttime. I know there's a place in Norway called Tromsø that is, when it's winter, it's almost 24 hours nighttime. Oh, I guess when it's the rest... I suppose if you get to summertime in Tromsø, it's almost... That's right. I forgot about how the Earth works. I have family in Alaska, so I should remember how this works, because when we went to visit my family in Alaska, it was around July, back when I was a teenager. Around July, we were staying with my family, and it didn't get dark. It didn't get dark for a long time. It took until almost midnight for it to actually get dark, and as kids, we needed to be able to sleep, and it was too bright, so we would put towels on the windows in the guest rooms the guest bedroom we were staying at in our family's house. That's right. So this is taking place in either spring or summer or something like that.
I got this picture book from Rayashki. It is a children's book, a thin one at that. But the story inside has the power to warm a frigid heart. Once opened, wells of bright primary colors run into one another and flow up onto my palm.
Onto your palm? There's a lot of times when I'm reading Reverse 1999 and I don't know if the words are literal or figurative. That I'm sure I'm not the only one, right?
I found myself returning to it during stormy days when I was stuck at home.
Aw, that sounds nice. Hey, wait a second! Look! On the left, there's a photo that's on its side, and it's August. I'm assuming that's how you say his name. I haven't actually heard it said yet, but it looks like his name is August. Man. This is gonna be a sad story, isn't it?
About honest and ordinary people.
Of course it's gonna be a sad story. It's friggin' Reverse 1999. Ugh. Here we go.
The swans are dancing in a circle. Their arms go back and forth.
The shapes in the background, are those swings? Like lots of swings in the back?
Vila and the swans have done this dance almost 20 times last week. She taught the swans all their beautiful moves.
The way this voice said 20 times last week was so cute.
Swan Lake is the best ballet ever. I remembered Mr. Afghani once said so. He also said the tortoises would come to watch the show. But why would tortoises want to watch Swan Lake?
Again, the Reverse 1999 casting is impeccable. Absolutely impeccable.
Vila says she doesn't like the tortoises. She likes knowledge. I don't know much about knowledge. But I think Miss Vila's always right.
Now, what was that about tortoises? He also said tortoises would come to watch the show. Tortoises would come to watch the Swan Lake. Really?
Only between you and me? Vila smells like seaweed and coral. But those are happy smells to me. I think she must be the princess of the ocean.
Aww, this cute voice.
But she tells us she is not special, and that everyone here is equal, no matter if they are a princess or a swan.
Yeah, that's right.
That we all have 2 feet and 10 fingers. And if we all work together, we can build the beacon to the future. I hope in the future we still get to sing and dance when we are not building beacons.
I like the expression of like, hey, you know, we're all the same, we're all human, we have 2 feet and 10 fingers, but I also can't help but go, well, I mean, you know, what? Some people have 9 fingers. Does that mean they're not human anymore? No, of course not. They're still human. I wish there was another expression we could use instead that has the same quaint charm, you know? Maybe something that's less focused on physical attributes. I'll have to think about that. I don't know.
Nina's favorite food is called alonka. It's a chocolate bar.
Alonka.
She used to cry a lot whenever she made a mistake with her dancing. But then Vila talked to her, and now she doesn't cry so much.
Oh, okay. Why are we talking about Nina now? What? I hope in the future we still get to sing and dance when we are not building beacons. This is important. What? They're building beacons. Are they building beacons for people to find their town? And also, the kids aren't building them, are they? That's not good.
One time, she danced very, very perfectly. So, Vila gave her a piece of an alonka bar.
I can't get over this voice. It's so cute.
I believe she will be a great dancer. If she doesn't get too nervous on stage, then she could have even more chocolate. I wish I was like her. I want chocolate too. But I'm not a swan like her. And now, there's never any Leonka in the canteen's cupboard.
I'm assuming this is August talking. Ooh.
Now Nina is the swan princess. The most prettiest of all swans.
I remember.
Basono is the swan prince. He is a nice one, and he has many, many swan friends.
I don't get to pause here, so I'm gonna let it play.
Is the evil sorcerer, a black swan. Nobody wanted to be the bad guy,
Wait,
but Piotr doesn't mind.
he got cast as a ballerina?
He is very serious and always bossy to everyone, so he doesn't have many swan friends. Piotr just wants to do his job as perfectly as he can. Because he loves our town. Now, Avgust is not a swan, but he also loves his town.
Oh, this kid is talking about August.
Then there is a little mouse.
She's a little
who
mouse.
moves as quickly as the blowing wind. Will it be our new visitor?
Oh, wait. August is talking about himself.
What was it that Vila said about new visitors? I don't remember now.
Okay, I'm going to review all that because I wasn't able to pause and take everything in line by line. Because I really need to do that when I'm playing these stories in this game. Okay, so what I was going to say before it kept going, when I was growing up, I got put into a ballet class like many people did when they were growing up, when I was growing up back in the 1990s. Yes, I'm kind of old a little bit. And I really did like ballet, but then it was just like, once I got to a point where I might have to be a little bit more serious if I was going to be a ballet person or a ballerina or whatever, it was like, oh wait, this is going to be really expensive, so we're going to not do this anymore. So it just kind of wasn't an option anymore. But I still kind of admired ballet since then. I think it's really neat. I got into, I started playing the violin later in life, and I was into orchestra, and of course we would play pieces of music that are from ballets, so I still felt connected to it that way. And I remember for the longest time, I held up Swan Lake as this, like, the best ballet ever. So I bet, yeah, exactly, this exact sentiment. Swan Lake is the best ballet ever. That's what I thought growing up. But I hadn't even seen it before. I only knew, like, the main theme that they played just now in that scene. It's so funny. I do want to see it someday. And then there's the anime about ballet that kind of references Swan Lake a lot. Princess Tutu. I think I saw, like, the first third or the first half of it in my anime club in college, and I never finished it, and I really should finish it. Maybe this will inspire me to finally watch that. Okay, so Nina is the Swan Princess. Pasono is the Swan Prince. Oh.
Pasono is the Swan Prince.
Okay.
He is a nice one, and he has many, many swan friends.
Evil Sorcerer, a Black Swan. I thought that the Black Swan was another ballerina, a woman. Interesting. Serious and bossy. Piotr just wants to do his job as perfectly as he can because he loves our town. Aww. I like serious characters like that, who are kind of flawed, but they just care a lot. Then there's the little mouse, who moves as quickly as the blowing wind. Avgust is not a swan, but he also loves his town. I wonder if this is referencing that he's an arcanist and not a human, or something like that. Avgust puts down his paper, returning to the world of noise and people. He looks around for a familiar face.
Vila!
The boy slips through the crowd, until at last he finds that face looking out over a snowy field.
Reporting to you, Comrade Vila. I have a very important question.
This kid is so cute!
Well, then go ahead, little Comrade Avgust.
Avgust?
How shall we receive the new visitors coming to town? Maybe we can welcome them with
Elienka?
or friendship, or maybe something else?
We will welcome them with white snow, with smiles on our faces, and with welcoming arms we use to achieve our dreams, as we do for everyone who comes here, little comrade.
You might want to get some food ready for them, maybe, if they traveled a long ways. Or is she implying that they don't really have much food to share, I wonder? Vila wipes away the paint from the child's face and stands. And what did he recommend? Alenka, friendship, or maybe something else. Okay.
It's always good to ask questions. But don't forget your task today, all right?
There she is! Oh, there's like a... Does she have a ribbon that's kind of braided into her hair? It's kind of cool. And then a shawl or scarf or something like that. And she's carrying a painting kit, most likely, I believe. There we go. My first chat message is from spam. That's too funny. She points to the unfinished painting in his hand.
Oh! I won't.
He's so cute! And he's got some kind of gem that he's wearing. I love his scarf. Oh my lord. And his hat has a jewel on the front of it that makes it look like it has two little eyes, which is fantastic design.
My drawings are important. But Vila says entertaining our new friends is also important. Which one comes first?
So he has a task to do drawings? Interesting. He holds up his cluttered drawing board.
After the swans have flown away, Evgeny will go up to the stage.
Evgeny. Alright. After the swans have flown away. What is he talking about? After the swans have flown away. What happens at the end of Swan Lake?
Evgeny is not an evil sorcerer, but he knows a secret magic that makes everyone's tongues hide in their mouths. He is not so much a bad person, I think. Evgeny's shadow is very long, but no one, not even my sunflower, can explain why.
He has a sunflower for a friend, I guess? Maybe? I guess he hasn't named it or anything,
Evgeny
but...
walks heavily onto the stage. His appearance comes without any applause.
Is Avgust talking to us, or Vila, or what? I'm curious. The tall figure reaches the podium. I guess Avgust is just narrating this entire story for us. Almost like this is a play. Huh. Okay.
We have received a telegram. Xenos investigators will arrive here in Rayashki tomorrow afternoon.
Are those different from the new guests that Avgust was talking about?
And we will be hosting a welcome ceremony.
Okay. The crowd is silent in reply.
I understand your concerns. I know you don't want Xeno to interfere with your lives, nor do you want their troops stationed here.
Troops? Oh goodness.
And I would remind you that they have honored their side of the deal for decades now.
Okay. A calloused hand rises up to break the silence.
We give them runium ore, and they supply us in return. It should be as simple as that.
Kai! I'm an hour late, but I'm alive, and more importantly, I'm awake. Oh my goodness. You need more sleep, bruh. But thanks for showing up to the stream. That's awesome. And you've brought more viewers with you, apparently, because now I suddenly have 4 viewers. I had like 1 for a whole hour. I don't know why. Listen, like, I don't know why I thought that it would make sense to stream Reverse 1999 the first day of the patch, because literally everyone is streaming right now. So I've been just laughing to myself and talking to myself for an hour, but that's cool. Thank you for stopping by. That means a lot to me. It's my charisma. What can I say? Yes, definitely. That's definitely it. Yeah, we just got things started. Yeah, that's the same. I did first 30 minutes yesterday. Yeah. I was there yesterday, quote unquote, basically. For me, it was this morning. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I got Vila. I did, I think, 50 pulls, which is pretty darn good. I won my 50-50. I am so grateful. I can now start saving for the next 6-star I'm going to aim for, which I'm guessing is going to be Lucy, but I don't know. Maybe I'll change my mind and try to get Windsong, but I feel like I'm not going to have enough pulls to do all that. Oh, I'm jealous. You can get her. You will. I believe. What you should be jealous of is I actually was able to completely build her with the resources I have. She is I3, level 30, res 9, and I have a side tube for her, although it's not her signature side tube, but... Screw meticulous planning and being smart. Go pull! You're just as bad as Waffles. Waffles is always in here like, pull! But yeah, I feel like for a while there, I didn't have any characters that really felt like they were worth building, so I was just building up a lot of materials. So I just used that stuff on Vila. It just means that I'll need to go back to building all that stuff up again for the next character that I build. Mostly in terms of the moment of dissonance and the brief cacophony. But yeah, this is just part 1 of the main story. Or the event story. This is event story, right? It's not going to be a part of the main stuff. Oh my gosh, his name's Canute! Look at that! Everybody! My great-great-grandfather, his name is Canute. He's not from Russia, but it's a name that's from that general part of the world, I think. That's how you pronounce it. Yeah, Canute. That's how my grandparents pronounced it, and that's how everyone in the family pronounced it. I pronounced it Newt, like my mod. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, I assume it's Canute. Kanukakun! Yeah, that's totally how I read it as. Oh, Kanukakun, did you pronounce it the same as Kai? That's interesting. Hello! How to pronounce Canute. That's so funny. There's a Reddit post, apparently on the Harry Potter subreddit. Since when was Canute pronounced Canute? Yep, that's how I pronounced it my whole life. That's how my family pronounced it. It's, oh, there's also Knud in Danish. Let's see. What? Where's the frickin' pronunciation?
Also wasn't convinced, mentioned before. Newt Havik. Also wasn't convinced.
What?
I think 1926, 1926, the antedates Newt Wicksell, who died in, I think,
July crisis, both the king and Swedish... Nothing came of that. But still, as war loomed during the July crisis, both the king and Swedish Foreign Minister Knut Wallenberg...
So he says Canute. Yeah, I probably skipped it. I probably was getting way too crazy about it. Oh, there's like... what is this? This is that one cartoon, I forget. I don't know if I trust a cartoon, though.
Power tool, an electronic push-to-start nut runner, a tube nut wrench.
What? No, that's wrong.
Canute.
Okay. I mean, there's more than one way to pronounce it, it sounds like. I'm gonna go with the way that I learned growing up. Basically, my family has Scandinavian roots. Alrighty. Back to the game. In my stream, this will be known as Canute. Okay, we give them runium ore, they supply us in return. It should be as simple as that. Uh-oh. It's not as simple as that, though.
Always it has been this way, since my grandfather's time.
Times have changed, Comrade Knut.
Oh, he just said it. Hang on.
In the old days, Zeno used to pay us generously for mining this runium, because our ore was necessary for their arcane combat vehicles. Times have changed, Comrade Knut.
You can hear it right there. He kind of mumbles it, but...
Times have changed, Comrade Knut.
Yep. It's a hard K. In the old days, Xeno used to pay us generously for mining this runium because our ore was necessary for their arcane combat vehicles.
But now, we have nearly exhausted all our mines.
Right.
You know this better than I do.
That's what they said in the trailer.
But isn't there some other work we can do? Already we build our own houses, and now we even grow our own crops.
He's right. Why must we work with Xeno if we could feed ourselves?
Comrades, calm yourselves. Evgeny is doing this for everybody's sake. Have you forgotten about those little monsters?
Oh, is Xeno extorting them and selling them their protection?
Is there anyone left on our defense team that hasn't been injured fighting them?
The audience falls quiet. Evgeny seizes on their momentary pause.
It is as Comrade Nikita said. The critters are running rampant these days. Not only have they occupied most of our mines, some have even found their way into the town. Do you really think we can protect our people with our small defense team? Don't you care about your neighbor's safety? Do you want to keep Rayashki an isolated town just to let it die?
Rayashki is more than an isolated town, Evgeny. And we all know that.
It's Vila!
But this is the reality we all must face now.
The scales on Vila's face rise involuntarily. She holds her stare. Oh my gosh! I'm imagining kind of like Studio Ghibli characters when they're angry and their hair kind of raises a little bit. I don't know if you can imagine what I'm thinking in my head. That's what it reminded me of. Workers, cooks, security personnel. Soon, all of Rayashki has joined in.
Comrade Evgeny, it was your idea to turn to these Xeno big guys for help. But you never even asked what we think, did you?
Oh. Really?
So you can't blame us for disagreeing now.
There you go.
I'm doing this for your good.
What? Yeah, but how do you do that with fish scales? Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, I don't imagine scales doing that. I imagine gills doing that. Like, fish gills move out when they are pushing the water through the fish's mouth and pushing the water out and taking the oxygen in. But I don't think I've ever seen scales move like that. So that's must be an Arcanist only thing. Who knows? His reassurances did not seem to have much impact on the crowd. Oh, weird sound. A cold wind passes across the square.
We can take care of ourselves.
She has more to say, but as she moves to speak, her scales stand on edge and shiver audibly. Oh my goodness, audibly! She holds her hand up, signaling to the crowd. There's a scent on the wind. Danger is near. Fight time! Combat time! There, that thing! Man, it's totally new to this patch. A horde of hairy critters burst into the square.
Everyone, watch out!
She picks up a wooden chair to fend them off.
Defense team! On it!
Alright, we get to fight! It has such a cool name. Let me see. Ooh. Bijirak? Bijirak. Here I go again. How to pronounce Bijirak? A monster in Inuit mythology. Now, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but is Inuit an okay term still? Or is it... I don't know. It's, I always assume that, stuff in Reverse 1999 is based on something real. Iraq. I think it's discriminatory. Yeah! Well, now I want to look that up too. Is Inuit a derogatory word? Okay, I guess it's... Eskimo is the offensive term. Let's see here. The word Eskimo is racially charged in Canada. And then in 1982, they recognized Inuit as a distinctive group of Aboriginal peoples in Canada. Although Inuit can be applied to all of the Eskimo peoples in Canada and Greenland, that is not true in Alaska and Siberia. In Alaska, the term Eskimo is still used because it includes both Inupiat, who are Inuit, and Yupik, who are not. Oh, so Inuit is a very specific group. And not all Aboriginal peoples that live in Alaska and Siberia, not all peoples are Inuit. So it's nuanced. That's usually the case when it comes to this kind of thing. But Ijirak, or Iraq, something like that. Wait, okay, just to make sure I have this right. Oh, hang on. Dun, dun, dun. Iraq. In Inuit religion, an Iraq is a shape-shifting creature said to kidnap children, hide them away, and abandon them. I see. And it's in the Arctic. Very interesting. I'll just run in there, I guess. Recommended star afflatus. Oh. I think, does she want mental damage allies? That's right. Okay.
Are you seeking
something like this, perhaps? Alright. She's I1 right now. Oh, so she is. Can I pick mine? I can't. Alright. That's all good. Is she even I1? Is she 30, level 30? She doesn't even have the I1 yet. She's I0, I think. If you compare it to Matilda. Oh, wait. Like, Diggers is Insight 1, and you can see the triangle is filled in here, and these aren't filled in. So she's, like, super duper weak. That's okay, we'll protect you, Vila. It's all good, Kai. I blame my age. Oh, Granny. So what's up here? 1 target buff. Grants Song of Generosity to the target for 2 rounds. Oh, right. Okay. Now, how does she become a Rusalka? I think I have to use her ult. Right. I have to use her ult to do that. This is... Oh. What does it do? Crit rate plus 20, crit damage plus 20, and then mental characters get more. Alrighty.
I will remember your sacrifice.
Okay.
Let the show begin.
Sharp fangs.
Foolish. Ye provoked me.
And we're just about done.
I admire your courage.
Let the show begin.
For the good of all.
Oh, it gives them sturdiness, it looks like. Okay.
Victory secure. I should excuse myself.
Yay! What did I get? Okay, so that's the currency for this event. I cannot help but notice that we get this indigenous representation from the Arctic Circle, which is great. They even use the name of this traditional folklore character, Ijuka, or whatever it was. And it's unfortunate that it is used on an enemy who is a monster. Like, it makes sense because in the stories, those Ijuka are monsters that kidnap children. Ijidak. They're monsters who kidnap children. That's really cool that they're doing that. Visually, it's kind of unfortunate that we're getting that indigenous representation specifically in the enemies. It would be great if we could see more of that representation in things that are not enemy coded, you know what I mean? But that's still pretty cool. I learned something new thanks to that. The critters flee in panic. If nothing else, the attack served to bring the town together again. Visually, they look great in my opinion. Yeah, I think it's a really creative design. I feel like I haven't seen something like that before. Like, I might compare them to the designs you see in Genshin Impact, like the types of enemies that are called the hilly trolls in Genshin. It looks a little bit like that, but not too similar. I can't help but like connect those two. It's a similar genre basically, but they look pretty cool. Yeah. If nothing else, the attack served to bring the town together again.
I salute your sense of smell, Comrade Wheeler. We could have suffered much more severe consequences without your forwarding.
Handshakes and salutes are shared, their dispute now absent from anyone's mind. Yeah, makes sense. Nothing like a common enemy to bring people together.
Think nothing of it. It's just a reflex reaction when there's danger nearby.
Is she out as an Arcanist? Is she out as a Rusalka? I wonder. She touches her scales, pressing them down until they settle.
But this incursion has proved my point. We need Zeno's help. The other townspeople are not gifted with your set of talents. We are all vulnerable to the growing dangers. Wouldn't you agree?
At the very least, he knows.
I only ask you to put yourself in their shoes.
He speaks softly, evenly, but even so, the words land like a heavy blow.
Your criticism is valid and well accepted, Comrade Yevgeny. Perhaps I could agree with your plan. Provided Zeno's presence is a temporary one, we just don't want them to change things for us here.
Okay. The atmosphere in the square moves from joyful to serious as the meaning of their words takes hold.
I'm glad that you have finally come to realize what is best for us. Xeno is known for their rigorous methods and rational decision-making, and they are committed to maintaining peace around the world. I'm sure they will make the right decision. They trusted us to supply their ore, and we have faithfully played our part in supporting them. Thanks to our help, Xeno has successfully tackled many international issues. It has always been them and us together, fighting for a better world.
When he puts it that way, he is right. We should be proud of our cooperation.
Even without a punchline, Knut's deep belly laugh breaks the tension.
Therefore, we will show our appreciation to Xeno for the contributions they've made to the world with our help. Now let's continue our rehearsals.
Ooh, what are you rehearsing? As the adults return to their duties, a sharp-eyed child notices that someone is missing. What are their duties? I'm curious. Like, I wish they would actually give us a little bit more about what's what these people are doing. Like, what's their day-to-day like? A sharp-eyed child notices that someone is missing.
Have you seen Avgust? I can't find him.
The Swan Lake play. Oh, okay.
Strange. Where did he go?
The children were rehearsing earlier, right? And then Evgeny was like, let's continue our rehearsals. I thought the Swan Lake thing was just for the kids. Brooklyn, I can't type anything on my tablet. That makes it sound like it's a new swear word, but it's like a euphemism for a swear word, so you're trying to censor yourself from saying something worse or something like that.
Looking for a new link left in the cupboards, I bet. He's always breaking the rules, doing whatever he wants.
Euphemism for bro.
We shouldn't talk badly about our classmate, Piotr. He's one of us.
Piotr lowers his head, his face crumpling, until at last he lets out a grumble fit for a bear. Bro is male-leaning, Brooklyn is neutral. I see. I appreciate that. Thank you for using the neutral term for myself. I appreciate that a lot as someone who's non-binary. That's the fun thing about being non-binary. You can just make up new neutral stuff on the fly. Like, that just kind of reminded me. Let's all be Brooklyn. Oh, you want to be Brooklyn? Yeah, go for it. That just kind of reminded me. I use she, her pronouns. For most of my life, I thought I was a girl, but I came out as non-binary about 4 or 5 years ago. And I have 2 nieces, and I was like, I need to decide what I want them to call me, because I don't really want to be called aunt or aunt. And I was looking online, and there wasn't a lot of information about like what non-binary people are called if they're an aunt or uncle kind of relationship to a family member. But I did find, after enough digging, I found some terms that other people had just kind of made up. And so I really like this word, and I decided to use it, and now my nieces use it, and it's awesome. It makes me so happy, like genuine happy moment right now. It makes me so happy when they use this word. Entle is what I heard. So Entle is E-N-T-L-E, and N is the N at the beginning, E-N. That's kind of like saying NB. Someone is non-binary. Another way of saying that is to say they're NB or E-N-B-Y. And then the T part, or rather the NT part, is kind of from aunt. And the L-E at the end of it is kind of from uncle. So E-N-T-L-E, Entle. It puts NB, aunt, and uncle all together into one word. And I really like that. So my sister talks about me as Entle to her kids, and I'm just so happy about that. Yeah, that's so cool to have kids respect you and actually care. Yeah, I mean, I think kids are really good at learning new things. The thing that matters a lot to me is the fact that my sister is consistently calling me Entle in front of her kids. So they hear her say it, and then they repeat it. And it's really emotional and awesome. It means a lot. And also my brother-in-law is also saying Entle, and he's also on board with it and supporting. So that's pretty awesome. And it means that my nieces are gonna grow up and they'll see it as normal, you know? It's normal that some people are men and some people are women, and some people aren't those two things. So it's pretty, yeah, it's really awesome. Like, I had to bring that up because we were talking about neutral terms, and when you have ADHD, you just kind of, you know, say everything that comes to mind, no matter what. Has nothing to do with the story that we're reading, but yay! Pride Month is all year long, so that was this Pride Month tidbit for you all. Alright, what's up with Piotr here? Lowers his head, his face crumpling, until at last he lets out a grumble fit for a bear. Even though he's just a little kid.
Yes, you're right. I just wanted everyone to do their best. Even him.
Oh my gosh, he cares so much. Ronin Otaku Night! Hello! Vila, I am home! I hope you're getting Vila, or I hope you got her, or that if you haven't got her yet, I hope you will get her. Yeah, I'm not good at knowing what to call non-binary at times, so I resort to their name. I don't know if that's rude, though. No, I think that's completely cool and awesome. You just use their name. I think... I've never heard any non-binary person have a problem with that. Names are really important to people that are LGBTQ, and that includes non-binary people. So when you're using the name that they picked for themselves, I think it makes them feel really good. So, good job. Was there any live streams today for any games? Oh, any live streams? I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't keep up with that stuff very much at all, to be honest. I didn't hear about there being any live streams for anything. Yes, names make sense. Yeah, exactly. In fact, let's see. I know of at least one non-binary person who actually prefers that people use the name they chose instead of they/them pronouns. And now I need to remember what their name is so that I can use their name instead of using they/them pronouns. But it's the singer for the ending theme of Oshinoko. I think Queen Bee. So Queen Bee prefers Queen Bee as opposed to pronouns. So that's kind of kick-ass. But yeah. You know, but speaking of live streams, Ronin Otaku Night, I want to go and look up these live streams for Reverse 1999 because I feel like I haven't seen nearly any of them. I caught one. Like, I caught the live stream for the patch that had 37 and 6 in it. I got to see that live stream. But I don't think I've ever caught any other Reverse 1999 streams, and I kind of wish I did. Oh yeah, Ava or something, right? That might be it, yeah. Might be rude of me to not actually remember her name, though. Yeah, I mean, if you don't remember someone's name, it's not rude. It would only be rude if you just refused to learn the name after you realized you forgot it. That would be rude, but the act of forgetting itself isn't rude, because you can't help what you forget. You can just do your best. Queen... Oh. Queen... I can't help it. I want to look up everything all the time. Oshinoko... Ending... Mephisto... Avu-chan. Avu. I do the same. It's not my stream if I don't go on half-hour tangents. That's cool. I mean, it works for me because I don't want to go through too much of the content in the game all at once. That's who it was. Yeah, Abu-chan. Anyway, we'll finish up this chapter and then I'll do a little quick break.
Don't worry, kids. We will find them.
Avgust, where did he go? Why is he missing? Vela pats Nina's shoulder softly.
A child is missing, Comrade Evgeny. I suggest a temporary suspension of our rehearsals.
Evgeny murmurs a half response. What? Until he catches the weight of her words.
It must be that strange kid again. He is always sneaking away like this.
Strange? Your face is strange. Whatever. Avgust has been no small trouble in the past. Evgeny frowns, but Vela's determined glare tells him no is not an acceptable answer. Burned. That's right.
He's only trying to understand the world in his own way.
Oh boy. Oh, look, it's like the font looks like the font you would see in a kids program or something. Aww. Now what's up here? Alright, so this is the side tube. Okay, how does it work? Healing done. After the carrier casts a one-target buff-style incantation. Oh, look at that. Recover HP for the ally with the lowest HP. I'll probably go for that, just so I can get it, since it's limited. And then up here... Okay, I didn't get any of these yet. Once we do FR5, we'll get one of those achievements. That's why Vela has okay attack. Oh, is the HP healed based on her attack? Own attack times 24%. There you go. Let me see here. And then her Insight 3 also has some stuff that's connected to her own attack. At the end of the round, if having not actively casted an incantation for the round, recover HP, own attack, times 50% for all allies. Wow! That's a lot. Up until recently, I've been using a online... Let me show you. No, not this one. This one. I've been using this, thing to figure out what resonance stuff to use for each character, but they stopped updating it and they said, hey, we took a lot of our stuff from this link, so visit them and support them. And so I was like, okay, if they're not going to update, I'll use that. And it is a Bilibili channel. So I just copied over what they said. Unfortunately, because it is in Chinese, it's hard to tell what everything means. So you can see at the bottom of the screen here. Let's see. Is this... let's... maybe this. That's better. You can see here... they put a little handy little thing at the bottom of the screen so you can see which part of the video shows which resonance level maps. So this is resonance 9. They have this map, and they have this map. And I didn't know which one to use, so between the two, I used my Japanese, kanji knowledge to try to guess which each one is. This one has the Stop playing. This first one has the character for attack in the middle, like an assault, and then the second one has the character for defend in the middle. So I think this one is like more focused on supporting and everything. But now I'm wondering, because she's attack scaling, like you pointed out, Kai, I wonder if this one that has the attack character in the middle of it, if this might do more healing, because she's healing based on her attack stat. I'm not 100% sure. It looks like... I don't know. What if it's possible, like, attack and defense build, etc.? Yeah, because the first character is the same in each of them, and they're both, like, aggressor or, the Semeru character, you know? Use Google Lens on your phone in camera mode to translate. That's a good idea. Yeah, Kogeki Ryoku. Well, no, the first is not Kogeki, it's Ko-Bull. Is it Bull? Who has stronger kanji powers? Let me use my phone and see if I can translate it. I don't know, it's kind of fuzzy. It's pretty fuzzy. Yeah, the Ko from Kogeki is correct. That's definitely Ko. It's kind of a mystery. Free Billy is 480p. That makes sense. Okay, so maybe they both have attack stats. That does make sense. Anyway, as you can see, I went with the latter of the two. So I think that gives me a decent amount of attack, while also keeping her survivability up. If I compare it with Tooth Fairy, it's more attack than her. It's comparable with Gutian. Not quite as high, but comparable. But yeah. Okay, I should probably take a break. Let's put everybody on this menu right here. Found 2 codes on Twitter. Nice. Let me see. I don't know if everyone got this one already, but I should share the most recent one I saw. Industry and Mermaid I got yesterday, it looks like, so it's probably still good. Yeah, there we go. Expedition Supplies and Industry and Mermaid. Check out those codes. I will get up, get something to drink, stretch, use the restroom, and I recommend y'all do the same. And I'll be right back in just a few minutes, and we'll get back into the story. Be right back! Hello. Hello, hello. Alright. Welcome back to you as well. Hi. Okay. It's a miracle we have 6 viewers. I can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Welcome on and welcome all. So far we've only done part 1 of the event story. The update effect. I mean, the update effect was what was making me have only 1 viewer for an hour because so many people were streaming the update. But, accidentally entered before I was done. No problem. Oh no! Hey! Look, look, look! It's Windsong! I think that's Windsong! And they're running into one of the... Oh no, I've already forgotten again what that was. Ijirak. There it is. You got it, Kai. Alrighty. If everyone's ready, let's get started on FR02. What is this? Farewell Rayashki 02. That's what that is. That's right. Yay! The question of where their curious little dreamer has disappeared soon becomes a true conundrum. As their search for the dockyard, the post office, and even the town phone booth reveals no trace of him. What in the heck? This is, of course, because he has assigned himself a more critical mission, welcoming newcomers. He's just wandering around looking for new people. A difficult task, especially when it leads him so far away. But he is not alone. His sunflower hops along with him. Oh my gosh, kid! Ooh, what's that really long thing down the mountain?
Vila once said that sunflowers mean warmth, and that makes them everyone's friends.
You're so cute, it's disgusting. Oh my gosh. Ronan Otaku Knight says, I finally bit the bullet and changed my Schneider wallpaper to Marcus wallpaper. What? Like your wallpaper on your phone? You must really like Marcus then. Wow. That's a big step. I'm proud of you. Marcus is a cinnamon roll. Last stream, we were all just absolutely blown away by her. She's just incredible. I can't agree, but also can't disagree with that action.
They would warmly welcome every guest that comes to town.
Oh my gosh,
Just
this
like
kid.
my best friend here, right?
Is he talking to me? He raises the sunflower in his hand and whispers softly to its petals. Oh my lord.
Best friends. Everyone should have a best friend.
The little pendant that he has around his neck started glowing. Avgust is plant 5-star. That is a correct statement. He then picks up the pendant. Oh, what's that? His mumbling is cute too. Oh my lord. Following his whispers, the pendant emits a faint glow. Whoa! I'm gonna melt into my chair. He's so cute.
Alright. Now here are big friends, small friends, many, many friends. So that our new guests won't feel so lonely when they come.
You're so thoughtful. The small footprints continue forward through the snow, imprinting over older, larger steps. Wait, larger? Uh-oh. What? Oh, he's catching up with somebody? He has nearly caught up with Rayashki's newest guest.
Amazing. I've never seen such a highly mutated Ijirak before.
Ijirak. Okay.
I would have missed these precious research opportunities if there weren't a gathering in the town.
They really do have cool designs. I love the, like, kind of decorations that are draped around their shoulders. And the horns are cool too.
Oh, Winsong, seems like life has been good to you and your theory.
Why are so many characters in Chinese gacha games have weird names? I'm really curious about that. I want someone who's more knowledgeable than me to explain why there's so many strange names in Chinese gacha games. Like, we have Silver Wolf in Honkai Star Rail, and we have Desert Flannel, and Medicine Pocket, and Balloon Party in Reverse 1999. Who else do we have? I don't know if Tooth Fairy counts or not. But, like, there's all these names that are 2 words put together. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway. It doesn't seem to show up in Genshin Impact that I've noticed. I wonder if it's shown up in Zenless Zone Zero and I just didn't notice it. Because it gets to a point where you just kind of stop making a fuss about it because it shows up so much. Silver Wolf is the codename for assassin version of Bronya. What? I don't know anything about... Is that some sort of a reference to, like, Honkai Impact stuff? Because I don't know anything about Honkai Impact. I'm completely in the dark. But I know that Bronya is also in those things. Reverse is definitely an outlier. Okay, alright. Huh. Why does Reverse do it, I wonder? She stares intently at the beast in front of her, her written notes hardly keeping pace with her whispered observations.
The disorder in ley energy here has not only caused the exhaustion of the Runian mines, but has also mutated local critters to varying degrees.
A disorder in the ley energy caused the exhaustion of the mines. What? Uh-oh. Somebody found you. Ijirak is probably a Siberian Eskimo term. Yeah, we were looking up about this earlier, Ronin Otaku Night, and I was also kind of curious about what are appropriate terms to use for the indigenous people in the Arctic Circle. And what we did find is that some people find the term Eskimo to be derogatory. And, for example, in Canada, it's recommended that you say Inuit instead of Eskimo. But, it's probably really nuanced also, so, like, don't feel too bad or anything like that. I mean, we're all learning, right? We're all learning all the time, and as long as we keep learning, then that's the important part. But yeah, that's what we found, is that Ijirak is, at least as far as Wikipedia was saying, it's from Inuit folk tales kind of thing. They're a monster that kidnaps children or something like that. Yeah. Very interesting. Windsong just dumped a whole bunch of info on us just now. A disorder in the ley energy. So this is the first time we've even heard about ley energy in Reverse 1999, I'm pretty sure. And it's mutated the local critters.
Then Xeno was right. No wonder they have sent so many researchers here to look for abnormalities. Even the crank ones like me.
Oh, they sent her. Okay.
It's obvious that this town has more to it than a handful of overly active critters.
They're interested in this town.
But they don't seem especially interested in the mutant ones either.
Oh. Okay. What is going on here then? So the people in the town are like, oh, we're running out of runium to mine, and that's like one of our chief exports. And they're not, so we don't have as much to trade with people the outside. But then what we're hearing from Windsong is that Xeno and people from the outside are still interested in the area for some reason. Oh, Yensei was a dowser of ley line energy and water. So that was related to the ley lines. Very interesting.
Xeno, what were you looking for here?
Okay, alright. What the? Did you just assault her or something? I just heard this commotion in the background. A sudden movement passing under her coat brings her out of her monologue. Under her coat? What are you doing, Avgust? Flop. She's so freaking pretty.
Hey, let go! Let go of my leg!
What is he doing? Oh my goodness.
Strange. You're not a fox, and you're not a sable.
A sable? Wait a second, what's a sable? What's a sable? I've not heard of that before. I guess it's some kind of animal. Huh. The appearance of this unknown child brings, at first, confusion, followed swiftly by panic. Furred creatures in the north. Really? Okay. They're cute! They're really cute! Oh my goodness! Yeah. Forest environments of Russia, Ural Mountains throughout Siberia, northern Mongolia. Wow. It's so cute. It's a carnivore. It's in the same family as like weasels, it looks like. Fur coat, yeah, okay. What about in the same genus? A weasel-like mammal. Look at how cute! Oh my goodness. And they are not threatened, or anything like that. They are under the least concern category. So that's good to know, even though they were sought for their fur. Wow. But, anyway. I just can't stop staring at it. That cute little face is so cute. Goodness gracious. Alright, let's get back on this. Your emotes are really good, Ronan. Ronan Otaku Knight. I don't know which word to call you. I'll just call you Ronan.
Hey, kid, what are you doing?
Her acting's really good. She picks herself up, dusting off a small flurry of snowflakes. Oops, I just hit the spacebar too quick. Unfortunately, Windsong is not the only one startled by the child. Oh boy.
Oh shoot. Ejiraks are usually known for their good temper. It seems to not apply to their mutant kin.
So these are mutant Ejirak. Okay. Rugged antlers aim squarely at the researcher. Oh boy. The creature's nose puffs with each aggravated breath.
Fine.
Ronan is... good? Okay. Ronan is Totoro. I didn't know what that was. But I get it now. Alright, let's fight. I should use less strong characters. Oh, they're not making me use the trial Vila. I guess she's not in this scene, so that makes sense. What are they recommending? Insight 1 characters? What do I have? Who's a DPS? Who wants to DPS? Let's use
Be
Eagle.
prepared.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Howdy to everyone.
I decided to raise Bunny's insight because I just wanted her outfit really bad.
There will be some differences between theory and practice.
I will assist you to keep the battle under control.
Alrighty. They all have attack cards. Nothing exciting, just attack cards everywhere. Bunny had an outfit? This is her Insight 2 outfit. She gets a cape and she gets more beer. It's not an event outfit, it's just her, like, Bond outfit. All of the, I think, 4-star characters, they have a little bit of a change in their outfit when you bring them into Insight 2.
Fair touch. Forward. Please don't worry about me. The eagle's eyes.
Be careful, young man. Affirmative.
Actually, let's do this.
Oh, I can't agree more.
Oh, she does have a debuff. Okay.
As you wish.
Affirmative. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Howdy attack.
Oh, I can't agree more.
A ravishing rainbow.
Ta-da! О!
Природа — это числа и черты.
О! 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 Kid, you made this happen.
Are you building blocks here?
What are you talking about? The startled Ijijak runs off into the distance.
Whew. Lucky for us, it seems to still be afraid of the dark like the rest of its kind.
Afraid of the dark? Did she blind it, maybe? What are these emotes that you're using?
It's finally over.
She is so gorgeous. It's gonna be really hard to not pull her. Look at her eye. It's like purple and pink. Be still, my heart. Oh my gosh. Her satisfaction fades as she takes stock of her surroundings.
Oh,
indeed.
My materials.
Oh no.
Well, you are the most.
What? What are you saying, kid? What? Honestly, with this music and the whistling, it makes me feel like I'm in a Quentin Tarantino movie or something. And it makes me kind of nervous that there's going to be a bunch of violence, but I know that that's just association. His little hands struggle to reach any higher. He pats the freezing hand of the researcher. He's really precious, and he doesn't have a care in the world, and he has no idea what he's doing.
You drove away all the bad creatures and protected everyone.
Yep, 1960s panorama of a sunset. Exactly. Except for here, it's a panorama of a snow tundra.
The swans on the stage, the big burning furnaces in the factory, and even the uncle sleeping in the mine with Papa. I think they would all give you a big thumbs up.
What? Furnaces can't give thumbs up? What? And, did he just say something really sad? Or am I misunderstanding? The uncle's sleeping in the mine with Papa? No. I can't take more sad backstory. Oh, Lord. She sighs, resigned that she must now deal with her uninvited guest. Though, in fact, she is the one here uninvited. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
You can call me Windsong? Just to be clear, I'm not a spy, kid. I'm just a traveler staying in town for the moment.
No, you're a spy. You're absolutely a spy. She casually raises an identification card in her hand. A card adorned with a familiar sunflower pattern. Oh, I want to see.
Oh, but I have never seen you before.
Avgust hasn't found a thesaurus yet.
Do you also like to rest in the water? Like Vila?
Oh, Vila rests in the water? I see.
You also have a beautiful blue tail?
If I hadn't seen any of the trailers at all, and I hadn't pulled Vila yet, I would have been a little bit confused by that. His strange questions prove difficult to parse, even one at a time. But little boy circles around her, unleashing more in salvo after salvo. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling. That's the energy that Avgust is bringing.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm certain that I am not what you think I am, little fellow. I am a researcher. We often stay in quiet corners when we work on a project, so you won't see us often. Understand?
Researchers? Like those people on TV?
Ooh, they have TV out here.
I saw them stand on a tall stage with flowers in their arms. They spoke a lot and cried. And then they were given a
Is that the Winter Olympics?
Vila said the medals were to praise them
Oh.
for being very clever.
Oh. The Science Olympiad?
Can I see your medal?
Can I see your medal? Now she has to be like, I don't have one. This last salvo penetrated deep. Oh my lord, he doesn't mean it! Winsong's face twitches unnaturally. Oh my gosh, this writing.
Oh, the crystal on you looks stunning. It looks purer than those in the mine carts.
Oh, does he have runium? Her gaze centered on it, a beautiful crystal hanging on the boy's neck. A chance possibly to stop his barrage of questions.
Of course. Papa gave it to me.
Ooh. Right in the Doki Doki. That's not how you use Doki Doki. Doki Doki is for feeling excited. Right in the kokoro. That would make more sense to me. His small chest swells with pride.
It is precious, but also very dangerous.
Aww.
A crystal like this is almost as volatile as undiluted runium ore.
What?
They use this stuff for war machines.
I mean, his dad gave it to him, so it must not be.
Kid, listen to me. Put that away. Go home now and don't let anyone see it. Understand?
Technically, Doki Doki is more the heart-pumping sound. Right, that's true. They're used usually for exciting moments, because that's when your heart beats. Right, exactly. Yeah. That was more of a Doki moment than a Doki Doki moment, if I had to say.
It could stimulate the critter's appetite.
Oh my gosh. Why did he give it to Avgust? Winsong nods with satisfaction, eager to see him leave. Unfortunately, the sunflower gently brushes up against her arm once more.
Can you build a very, very tall wall? One that can protect the whole town? Like what you did with the blocks?
Wait, so was she, like, constructing some kind of, like a, something to hide behind while she was watching the Ijirok, maybe?
I'm sorry, little fellow.
She's like, please go away. She points to the now empty patch of snow-covered ground.
That was just a trick. It won't last long.
Oh, she used her arcanum.
Oh, that was amazing!
As a defensive measure, not as a structure. Oh, I see. Okay.
Mina, Knut, Vila, everyone should learn from you. Could I make the doors and stones listen to me like you did one day? Will I be great? Like you?
Aww. Oh my gosh.
A strange kid like you should live in the age of Aquarius and be a part of the New Age movement, or become some kind of yogi doing meditation.
What? I don't know what 2 out of those 3 references are, but okay.
And do it anywhere but here.
Please, I beg of you, leave. 1960s? Oh, okay.
The New Age movement. What is that?
1970s, maybe? Her helpless attempt at turning him away goes without notice. Worse still, it seems to intrigue him. I know, you just keep saying more interesting things.
Is that where you're from?
It's not a place. It's a spirit of a time. Full of interesting things like crystals, new schools of thought, many crazy and creative ideas.
Will the sun close its eyes? Will the dark clouds spit on people?
Oh my goodness. Where does he get this?
Will our ships blow bubbles under the water?
Somehow, the persistent questions stop being a source of annoyance. The subtle warmth of his boundless wonder shakes loose the front from her heart. Yeah, I'm getting it too. I'm getting it. It's getting to me too. Her smile turning from feigned to genuine.
Of course. They even believe that the world is a giant piece of blank paper, and they are the artists drawing on it. And not only that, they are obsessed with bizarre ideas. Where did the Stonehenge on the Salisbury Plain come from? Where are the ships and planes which traveled past the Sargasso Sea now?
Again, I only know one of those three things here. I know Stonehenge. I don't know Salisbury Plain. I don't know Sargasso Sea. I mean, I guess from context, Stonehenge is probably on Salisbury Plain. I don't know about ships and planes that traveled past the Sargasso Sea.
I like them.
The child's voice blurs the edges between reality and pleasant memories of her past, to a time where there were others that thought like her.
They called themselves lay hunters, the apprentices of a once renowned school of thought. However, few people in academic circles accepted the idea of ley lines as an answer to their questions.
Oh. Okay.
So, for these lay hunters, it has been a long walk through a dark night.
Then they can come to Rayashki. Here the sun never sets. Half the year anyways.
Right. The other half of the year, the sun is up way too much, probably.
Then I can be their friend. And when I grow up, I will be a lay hunter too.
Windsong tightens her scarf as if warding off a chill.
I'm afraid it's a bit too late, little fellow. Most have already given up. They lost interest in solving the mysteries and lost their faith in finding the curves and the lines. So, the study of ley lines has been all but abandoned.
Uh-huh. Okay.
There's only one fool left that hasn't given it up.
Wow. Well, how do you know for sure you're the only one? What was that noise? She speaks wistfully, entranced in that daze of memory, oblivious to the nearing sound of footsteps behind her. Oh.
And you, I suppose, are this only one fool, yes?
Vila pulls Avgust toward her protectively and reproaches him with a ruffle of the child's hair.
Please, ma'am. Believe me, I am not a child abductor.
Well?
Windsong offers a pained gesture towards the boy.
I think this isn't a good place to receive our guests. We have much more appropriate arrangements for new friends.
That's what they all say. I know, right? Sargasso Sea is real? I had a feeling it was a reference to something, because she mentioned Stonehenge, and Stonehenge was real. I just am uneducated. I didn't know what it was. Oops. For some reason, your message is 3 asterisks. But I can't tell if Twitch censored you, Ronan, or what? Oh, if it was a link, I'm the only one that can give links in chat. Let's see. Sargasso Sea. Yeah, I can look it up. Whee! I know it won't be as cute as a wait, what was it called? Sable, but... Oh. What? Yeah. It's a part of the Atlantic? Lines of Sargassum. Which is a seaweed. Uh-huh. The Sargasso Sea is often portrayed in literature and the media as an area of mystery. It is often depicted in fiction as a dangerous area where ships are mired in weed for centuries, unable to escape. Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea describes the Sargasso Sea and gives an account of its formation. Uh-huh. Okay. So that's what that is. I just had never heard of it before. There ya go. Now, I'm thinking about Avgust going out there. He didn't know Windsong was there. He just kind of went wandering around and happened to come across Windsong. What if Windsong hadn't been there? What would have happened to this kid? And he's got this runium pendant that will drive the mutants crazy or something. What the heck?
But if our guest has any ill intentions, we will retaliate.
Yeah. And thought she was a sable. Yes, there's that too. He thinks everything is safe. He doesn't know what danger is yet. He hasn't learned anything like that yet in his life, which is a good thing. I'm very glad. Oh, that's a cute Sayu emote. To be continued. Okay. Little by little. I think I'm gonna focus on just saving up for the side tube, first and foremost. But yeah. Thanks for joining the stream, everyone who's here. Y'all are awesome for hanging out. I think I have time for at least one more story. I usually stream for about 3 hours. I can tell, like, as I get more experience as a streamer, I'm able to stream for longer and longer amounts of time. When I first started, I was just doing like an hour and a half, and then I stretched it out to 2 hours. And then about a month or two ago, I finally got to a point where I felt like I could do 3. And with more practice, I will stream for longer, I imagine. Well, well, well. No battle in this one, but we will hopefully get to find out more about what is up. Awesome possum! And also a note to everyone streaming. I actually stream Reverse 1999 the most out of any of the video games that I stream. So if you do like this video game, give a follow. And I generally, you know, like on average, if you look at, well, I still need to catch up on VODs, that's another problem in itself. I generally stream Reverse 1999 the most, and then second behind that might be Honkai Star Rail, I would say. Every once in a while I stream that. Every once in a long while I stream Zenless Zone Zero. Wait, I thought you were a Genshin streamer. Right, so I started out as Genshin Impact streamer, and then when I realized how many more viewers I was getting as a Reverse 1999 streamer, I kind of switched over. And I haven't touched Genshin Impact in a while, actually. I did stream that every once in a while. Currently, I'm kind of sort of boycotting it, like a soft boycott. I'm still waiting to see what the call to action is from the community. Right now it seems like it's focused more on just making sure we keep the conversation around Genshin going in terms of the Natlan update that's coming pretty soon, and how, you know, the characters in Latlan on average look really, really light-skinned when you consider the cultures that Natlan is inspired by. That's right, PGR is also getting a mermaid update too. PGR, is that Persona Golden Anim... No, wait, what is that? PGR. PGR. I don't know what PGR is. PGR. Huh. Oh, Punishing Grey Raven. Welcome to the chat, Type Final Magic. Welcome, welcome. I have never, believe it or not, I have literally never heard of that before. How's that possible? I feel like all I do is look up stuff about gacha games. I mean, I'm not always like looking it up on purpose, but you'd think that the internet would have pushed stuff on me. Oh, it's from Kuro Games. I see. Oh, it's kind of old. I see. And they're getting a mermaid update. I see. Wow, this singing is still going on. I guess I should continue. I don't think I actually read what that said. Let's see. The group, each harboring their own thoughts, returns toward the small town. Vila and Avgust humming out a sing-song tune. And Axious Wing Song remains silent for the journey. But, yeah. Basically, you should follow me if you want to see more Reverse 99 streams. That's the basic thing I wanted to mention to people, is that I actually do like streaming this game pretty consistently. I pretty much only stream 3 days a week. I might bring up... I might stream more. As I get more and more used to streaming, I'm planning on streaming more. Let's see. Punishing Grey Raven is competitive to Honkai Impact. Oh, yeah? That's fun. To be honest, I still haven't touched Wuthering Waves. I know a lot of people still play it, but at this point, I have too many games that I'm doing, so I can't really do any more than that. The story premise is like Nier Automata. I've never played that either, so... But that's exciting. I approve of mermaid updates. I think every game should have a mermaid update. Vila wheels around just as they arrive at the outskirts, keeping up the cadence of the song.
We're here. Thank you for taking care of little comrade Avgust, miss.
Hmm? You mean I'm not here to be questioned? Or arrested?
Of course not.
I mean, you did make that kind of threatening thing. You kind of implied a threat at the end of the last chapter, but okay.
Perhaps we're a little too optimistic, but when we meet a stranger, we prefer to welcome them.
Vila looks over the awkward figure, reading the expression on her face. The researcher breaks the silence with a stumble. Wuo's story premise is inspired by Death Stranding. Ah? You're kidding. That's wild.
Type Final Magic just followed.
Type Final Magic, thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Just overall in general, not just this stream, but welcome to this streaming channel, I guess. Yay! I love how we have Type Final Magic and we have Ronin Otaku Night. It's like you guys are meant to go together somehow. Death Stranding is a game I haven't played, but I've watched my husband play it a little bit here and there when he was playing it. I don't know if he finished it yet, but all I remember is that he was carrying boxes. Lots and lots of carrying boxes. And drinking Mountain Dew in his headquarters or whatever, his base.
Oh, well, I'm Windsong.
That's a very unique name. And where does you come from?
From the east side of the Dniester River.
Genshin is obviously inspired by Breath of the Wild. Of course, yeah. I feel like out of all the things about Genshin, that's the second most known thing about it, I feel like, is people comparing it to the Zelda game. It honestly makes me want to play Breath of the Wild, because I'm one of those weird people who actually didn't play Breath of the Wild. I just saw my husband playing it non-stop for like a week on his Switch. I swear, like he lived and breathed Zelda Breath of the Wild that whole time. And I was like, okay, this is a good game. Clearly this is a good game, but I haven't actually played it myself. But now that I'm at a point where I feel a little bit Genshin'd out, I'm a little bit tired of Genshin, I'm like, maybe if I want to play more Genshin, but I don't want the free-to-play crap and the gacha crap, I should just play Breath of the Wild, since it's, you know, a lot of the similar stuff is there. I'd have to find my Switch and charge it up. Breath of the Wild has no weapon banner, but it has weapon durability. Oh, that's right, the durability system. I seem to recall people talking about that. Yep, I'm taking it on the word of the entire video game community that it's a really solid, good game. And even though I'm not the biggest fan of durability gameplay mechanics, it's probably still a really good game. Alright, Windsong is saying where she's from the east side of the Dniester River? I gotta see how she pronounces that.
From the east side of the Dniester River.
Dniester? Dniester?
From the east side of the Dniester River.
Dniester River. Dniester River. Dniester. Okay. Vila's scales are hit with a sea breeze. It halts her and their conversation. That's kind of funny. The teacher breaks out from her pause.
No offense, miss, but you have a complicated and unfamiliar scent about you.
Oh, she was smelling her. Okay.
I smell of hard rocks, a lighthouse by the sea, rainwater in the humid summer. Nothing hostile, though.
Complicated and unfamiliar. I mean, it's familiar enough that you were able to identify it, at least. Hard rocks, lighthouse. I mean, hard rocks and lighthouse make sense to go together. Rainwater in a humid summer. That is a little bit complicated. A humid summer at a lighthouse by the sea doesn't seem like it would go together.
I think most rootless travelers like me smell like that.
Right. Okay. That was the biggest complaint from Breath of the Wild players, so if you ask your hubby, he'll probably explain it for 30 minutes. I gotcha. Okay, got it.
Welcome to Rayashki, Miss Winsong.
Vila motions inward to the town.
Thank you. I understand your caution, but...
Winsong is seized by her own suspicion, spying the unusual scales on her host's neck. Yeah, so she doesn't really try to hide her scales. Interesting. Vila catches the glance. She subtly tugs at her sleeve and shrinks her neck into her coat, taking a few cautious steps backward. Yeah...
You have nothing to worry about. It's not a disease.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, let's talk about you. I heard that you are a researcher. Not long ago, many of your peers visited here. They wandered around and looked under every rock and floorboard in the town, like you do. I thought perhaps they were attracted here by the town itself. But regrettably, not long after, they left one after another in disappointment.
They were looking for something and couldn't find it.
I was disappointed too.
There's a curiousness in her tone.
Will you be like them?
Those people are famous scholars. Of course they won't spend too much time on a project with unclear prospects. But I'm used to those.
Oh, used to a project with unclear prospects. Okay. She spreads her hands out to the town with nothing more to say.
I salute you for your courage and spirit of exploration.
She's so precious.
I thought you might be more hostile to me. Shouting things like, "Who do you think you are to prowl about on our private property?"
That's her accent. That's her impression of a Russian accent, apparently. Oh, Dniester is real from Transylvania, Carpathia Mountains in the north of Ukraine and south to Moldova and Romania to the mouths of the river into the Black Sea. Oh my gosh, that's so many different geographical things. All right, let me take a look here. DNIE. Okay. DNIE. River in Europe. This is what my streams are like, everybody. Granted, I'm not doing this. This is a lot of Googling for me. I usually don't Google this much. A transboundary river in Eastern Europe. Through Ukraine and then through Moldova, finally discharging into the Black Sea. I wish it was highlighted in some way. Oh, is this it? Oh, this maybe? And this is Ukraine, maybe? And this is Moldova? Transnistria. Oh, okay, so it's a kind of a part of Moldova, but not, and it's probably politically weird. The Black Sea coast is the warmest coast for the Soviet Union. Okay. And the Soviet Union at this time included... I wish... Well, anyway. Okay. So basically, Winsong has been from a warmer place than this. I mean, I guess most people would have. Compared to the Arctic Circle. There were a lot of summer camps on the Black Sea. Really? You seem like you know a lot about it. It's definitely a part of the world that I'm not super educated about. Huh. Because my family's history is more the Scandinavian area, and even then, it's from multiple generations back, so we don't have much connection to it anymore. Yes, found some information of life in the Soviet Union. I see, I see. I should research that stuff sometime.
Huh? Many see the study of ley lines like finding a needle in the grass of a Siberian field. Wasted effort with negligible results.
Pardon me, I'm just gonna rearrange my blanket. As usual, I'm running the AC, which means I need to have a blanket on me because it gets too cold.
There is no such thing as meaningless work.
That's really optimistic and nice. Sometimes it's really hard to convince myself that what I'm doing is not meaningless. It's like, is there a point to this? And my brain's like, find something more valuable to do. And I'm like, well, what is value anyway? How do you define value?
It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, or what you do. You will find your purpose here.
Vila shifts her gaze over to Avgust, who has been found and surrounded by the other children not far away.
Is that so? No wonder how you have such an unusual student like Avgust.
Okay. I think they really are pronouncing the V sound for his name, Avgust.
All that childhood wonder. Innocence. Somehow you've preserved it in him, haven't you?
Huh? Preserved it? The children seem unconcerned with the new adult. They have their own world and their own rules to be addressed.
Is the show finished?
I feel like the kids would be like, oh my god, it's a new person, wow! Kids packed into all kids' flights to Black Sea for Soviet youth camps to create more patriotic citizens and let the parents work more in the summer farming months. Oh, it's like a summer camp. Right. I mean, when you think about it, we have summer camps for kids here, too. My family is really big into church, and we always have something called Vacation Bible Camp for the kids every summer. And, you know, that's kind of a part of teaching the kids about one's culture, but in a religious context instead. And then there's also, I have other family members who would actually go to Danish camp every summer because they have family ties to Denmark. And so they would go to that camp every summer and learn, you know, a little bit about, you know, oh, how awesome it is to be Danish and stuff like that. And they'd, you know, study the language and other stuff. This was 1955 to 1980. Right, yeah, that seems like the right time frame for when the Soviet Union was around. I remember, what did I do when I was a kid? My parents sent me to theater camp a few years in the summer. But it wasn't something where we didn't live at camp, it was like a daily... it's like a daily school, but instead of having a classroom setting, it's a different setting. It's like a camp setting, and you would just drive to the camp every day. But it sounds like the Soviet youth camps on the Black Sea, they actually probably housed the kids there, right? It sounds like. I guess we do have something like that too. In the Pacific Northwest, there's places that are like, they might have like a 2-week-long camp for the kids, and the kids are staying in cabins and stuff. That's like a Lutheran camp thing. So they had housing? Okay, I see, I see. Is the show finished?
We cancelled our rehearsal, Avgust. Mr. Yevgeny just left red-faced.
Yeah, because you went lost.
Yes, and he cancelled the friendship cheese on the food menu. All thanks to you.
What? Why would you... Is he like punishing all the kids because one kid did something wrong or something? Is that why he took the cheese off the food menu or something? What? That's weird. The V in Cyrillic is a U? That's what I thought too, but whenever I hear them pronounce his name, it sounds like they're saying V. But maybe I guess that's the accent or something. I guess I like to try to mimic how, if it's a person's name, I try to pronounce it the way that it sounds in the original language. English voice direction, maybe? Oh, like maybe they're actually pronouncing it incorrectly due to direction by the Chinese voice direction? For the English voice actors? I wonder. Curious, very curious.
But I was welcoming our new friend.
Nah, probably Anglifying it. Or, let's see. I'm trying to guess what you wrote there. Like, Anglinizing it, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, that's the word. Okay. If I were to Englishify it, I would make it August, you know? Just like the month of August. Because that makes the most sense to me. But they went a different route.
And we have lost our cheese because of you. This is all your fault.
That better, like, if that was, like, meant as a punishment for Avgust being lost, I hate that. That is, like, even worse. I already don't have, over the years, I have kind of developed my own opinions about how best to teach kids things, you know, how best to teach good behavior. And across the board, you can tell that, like, punishment is nowhere near as effective as, rewarding good behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like, punishing bad behavior isn't as effective as rewarding good behavior. And so even worse, punishing other people in your social circle for something you did wrong, it's even worse. Like, how pointless. There's a German way to say it, too. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Everyone has their own ideas about how best to teach good behavior. There's a big discussion there.
You're the most bothersome kid in the Rayashki.
Piotr.
I know that word. Most means the best.
Oh, Lord.
So thank you, Piotr.
You.
The other children gather close.
Avgust, we don't see anyone new here. You're not lying again, are you?
You don't see the lady with the huge long silver hair? What?
She's with Vila. They greet each other, share footprints, and even sing together.
I don't think Winsong was singing at all. Although her name has song in it, so that's interesting.
Winsong is also the best. She can draw many lines on the snow and even on a seagull.
Wait, a seagull? When did she draw lines on a seagull?
We're not having another freak in town, right?
Do you mean drawing on the blackboard? Like Miss Vila did?
Avgust playfully shakes his head, feigning an air of mystery.
She made the earth turn into a tall wall. And she blew her breath at it and made a building appear. If we had enough lay hunters like her working together, we would be able to send sunflowers high into the sky.
Ah, that's not so tough. All the men in town know how to build stuff like that. When we grow up, we will work like them, with hoes and shovels.
Oh my gosh. Piotr, you are way too excited about hoes and shovels. You are way too excited.
But that will take ages.
If we can learn how to build like the lay hunters, then we could help the adults right now.
Don't listen to Avgust.
The children discuss the notion animatedly. Piotr finds himself squeezed out of their huddle. Aww, poor kid. He puffs his cheeks and hurries over to the adults.
Greetings, Miss Winsong. Is it true? Can you really shape the earth into different things and build things from it?
Not exactly. The things I build with my arcane skill have only a momentary effect. I can't use it that way. I learned it as part of my research while studying ley lines.
The other children join in.
Miss Vinsong, those things Avgust told us, are they true? The sun that closes its eyes, the dark clouds that spit on people, and the lines that can reveal everything.
Dark clouds that spit on people. Is that the Ijivka? Oh no. I'm never gonna remember that. Ijikar. Ijikar. I'm gonna get it someday. Ijirak. I keep on thinking it's Ijikar, but it's Ijirak. R-A-Q. Okay.
Miss Winsong, will you be our teacher? Like Miss Vila?
That'd be awesome!
Can you prove anything?
What? What do you mean? You mean provide a proof? Or...
Kids, one question at a time.
They're so cute. The children surround Winsong, catching her off guard. She looks apologetically at Vila.
Sorry, Miss Vila. I should explain it to them. Mine is not a formal discipline. Many people believe that it relies too much on the observations of arcanists, and the conclusions aren't useful for the public.
I mean, you could still just, in a, you know, as a, you could try to communicate what you've observed without sharing, like, any theories that you haven't proven yet. You could still, like, share what you've been studying. You could share the observations. As for the conclusions, you might want to, like, have other people, like, go over it and figure and like, see if they also come to the same conclusions, because you want science and information to be repeatable and all that. But I mean, discovering new things is important to teach children about, I think.
So it is best that you kids do not study it.
Aww. She shrugs her shoulders.
A pursuit of passion, fit for only a very stubborn fool like me.
I see.
Man. She's so hard on herself. Vila nods in understanding.
Then you must show us all about it. Shouldn't she, kids?
Yeah!
I'm sure Miss Winsong would be very happy to give us a special lesson about her studies.
Heck yeah!
Uh-huh.
Yay!
Oh my lord. Look at that friggin' face! I want to eat it. But I won't. Escaping this unasked-for obligation may prove more difficult than expected.
Miss Vila, I thought I made myself clear.
You have worked hard in this pursuit of passion, haven't you?
Regardless, the study of ley lines is, well, it's useless.
Does it need to be useful to be worth studying? Winsong lightly taps her yellowed notebook filled with cryptic scribbles and notes.
Useless?
These kids should learn something like geography. It's a much more thorough and important field. As far as the general public and academic institutions are concerned, the study of ley lines is just a niche aspect of geography. Worse still, one that is solely accessible to arcanists.
Why not both?
To devote any real time to its investigation would take up valuable research funds and equally valuable researchers.
Well, who said they were gonna pay you?
At least that was how they felt about it.
Right. Vila furrows her brow.
Who can say for certain?
What about you? Do you also think that the study of ley lines is a waste of funds and manpower?
Of course I don't. Through ley lines we can detect arcanum-related events in the area, learn about local arcane creatures, and find the secrets hidden both above and below the Earth's surface. But I can't yet prove this to people.
Vila places her hand on Winsong's shoulder.
Well, you don't have to prove it alone. It doesn't matter what others think of your work. The only important thing is finding its uses. At first, Rayashki was just a remote village, far north in the Arctic Circle. People came here to share a dream of a better future. It was only by luck that we found the Runium.
People came here to share a dream of a better future. Are they refugees or something? I wonder.
Then Zeno approached us and became our business partner. For over 60 years, people here have worked together to make it what it is now.
So, if this event story is taking place during the Soviet Union's existence, Rayashki existed before the Soviet Union, it sounds like.
We built the school, the swimming pool, and the cinema for everyone. Rayashki embraces and takes in every newcomer. You and your studies are no exception.
I kinda like it. A town full of immigrants, basically.
This is where our paths meet.
Vila smiles warmly. It hits like a warm sea breeze. It's pretty crazy that the area hadn't already been found to have resources to get extracted or something. Okay, thanks for streaming, Shiny. I was planning on catching up on my sleep debt tomorrow, but seems like I'm a little sleepy, so getting some shuttle in. Yes, please do rest. Thank you so much for hanging out as long as you did. Yeah, that's awesome. And get lots of rest. And enjoy the rest of the update. We'll see you around next time. A pair of hands concealing sharp scales extends toward Wingsong.
Please know that I'm not just doing this for you. I'm doing this for a better future.
Entire towns were built for the sole purpose of extraction of one resource and shipping it out to the rest of the Soviet Union. Ah. I get it. Man. I'm gonna ask my husband about this, because I feel like my husband has maybe learned more about Russia and the Soviet Union than I have. I wonder if he's come across those stories. Vila glances at the children not far away. Some of them seem to be solemnly saluting a sunflower, as if it were a security team guard. That's hilarious.
A well-rounded education is vital in bringing up the next generation of scientists and workers.
Workers were shipped to the town when heard of work jobs opening up. Right, yeah. Okay, I get it.
Our children should learn more about this world, even from those perspectives and types of knowledge that aren't widely accepted.
Yeah. Winsong looks out to them and meets the face of her unexpected friend. He waves back excitedly. Like a cinnamon roll.
Thank you, Miss Vila.
She clasps her hand. It is colder than expected, but welcoming. I see. I'm liking it so far. I'm definitely liking it so far. It's going to be really hard to not just pummel my way through the entire story. Do we know how many chapters there are? This mentions 16 here. Maybe 16? 16 might just be the last story chapter that has a battle in it. In which case, it might be 18 chapters long or something? I don't know. I'm looking forward to getting more into it. It has my attention. It has me interested. Yeah. All right. As usual, when it comes to these events, I do my best to try, like, my general strategy for playing gacha games and playing the event content that all gacha games release is I try to, like, stretch it out over a period of time rather than, like, doing it all at once as soon as it releases, because I want to savor the event content that entire time. We'll have more content in 3 days in Main's Bulletin, and we'll have a little bit more content in 6 days in Eternity's Anecdote. And then in just about 2 weeks, we'll also get the next half of this patch. And then we'll have the rerun of Journey to Morponk. So I will try to just do a little bit of the story at a time. I probably will pick up from a later chapter on Monday, if I'm being honest. I try not to, like, force myself to save content for streams, even though I know that would be the smart thing to do as a streamer. I also know that I am a gamer and I just like to play these games on my own, but I do make sure that I take in the content pretty slowly. So, like, I'm definitely not going to finish the entire event story off stream over the weekend, I promise you that. But I think, you know, I'll probably have done maybe 4 more of the chapters by the time Monday rolls around, and then I'll do a few more chapters on stream with everyone. Something like that. But yeah, I'm intrigued, and I'm loving this fantastic little society they've got started in Rayashki, where everyone is welcome, and they want to invest in the future for the children and stuff like that. I think that's great. I'm loving the vibes, I guess is a good way of putting it. The vibes are excellent. Yeah. Hope everyone else has been enjoying the event stuff. I hope everyone is going to have some excellent polls and whatnot. I'm definitely going to stop where I am with polls because I got Vila, and now I need to save the rest of my polls for Lucy, who is another character coming up in patch 1.9, I believe. Yeah. Rayashki population at best 100 to 1,000 people. Where'd you get those numbers from? It's pretty wide range, but I could definitely see it being like definitely in the hundreds. Yeah. They didn't show us that many people. But there has to be enough people to like keep going with food production and all that stuff. I wonder how hard it is to get there. I wonder how connected it is. Just an estimate, yeah. Best estimate. But yeah. That was a fun little time. I'm looking forward to the story, but I'm also looking forward to the new mains bulletin. I'm assuming that one of the raid bosses will probably be a new boss from this event story if things continue like they have from previous events. I'm really curious about Eternity's anecdote because I never got Eternity, so I don't really know anything about her. All I know is that she's maybe really old or something. Only way to get there would be the Arctic seaport. So by boat, it sounds like. I don't know why I suddenly just thought of the Netflix movie Klaus. I have the urge to watch that now. About the really remote village in some place in Scandinavia. That's a good movie. I'm looking forward to using Vila and finding out all the stuff she does. I want to find out about her like mermaid mode that she turns into and all that. They ship ore out to sea as well. Oh yeah, they're shipping out runium, so they have some kind of transportation situation going on for that to be possible. But yeah, let me see if there's anyone to raid. Thank you everyone for watching. I generally stream Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. This week was an exception because the schedule was just kind of weird. So I won't be streaming tomorrow. Unless I just randomly decide to stream something. If I stream something tomorrow, it probably won't be Reverse 1999. It will probably be like something like Zenless Zone Zero or Honkai Star Rail. You can follow me on Twitch or X or YouTube, and here on Twitch at ShinyBotTV. And let's see here. Just gonna click on this, and then I'm gonna click on this. I'm not sure where to send everybody, because I don't know how far into the story all of these streamers are. Dinner time. Yeah, it's almost dinner time for me. I'm gonna have to wait for my husband to bring something home. I asked him to bring home dinner for us. I'm going to send y'all over to this PNGTuber. It looks like they might be into an earlier chapter. No, maybe that's a later chapter. This is a French stream. I've sent people to different non-English streams before, just because. Well, I am not sure. I feel like everybody else that's streaming is later in the story. So I don't know whether to send you there or not. I don't know. I will add you for Wilderness and UTTU too. Cool. Please do. I'm all for new friends and whatnot. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I feel like if I raid anyone, you're just gonna get spoiled. So I think we'll just finish up there and call it good. And yes, please and thank you for any friend ads. That would be awesome. I hope you all take care of yourselves. I hope you stay hydrated and make sure your needs are being met and communicated. Thank you for joining the stream today, and thank you for watching the VOD if you're watching it on YouTube. And I look forward to streaming again and getting back into the swing of the normal schedule again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week. At least, cross my fingers, hopefully that is what I will be doing. Oh yeah. Yay! I did another stream, I did it! I'm just so glad that I'm back to this. It wasn't that long, but it just really felt like a long time. And I'm also looking forward to the place I live going back to normal too, and me having access to the car at normal times. It looks like you're waving glow sticks. I love that, that's adorable. Alrighty. So this is where we will call it, and hopefully I see some of y'all in the next stream. Alright. Oh, I forgot. Last little thing is a shout out to the SAG-AFTRA strike. Please show your solidarity and support for video game performers who are striking against video game companies and asking for better AI protections. You can type !SAG-AFTRA strike in the chat and it'll send you to a little FAQ and you can learn about how you can show your support. Because video game performers are really important, and using AI generated created stuff uses stolen things. I've had stuff that I put online that I worked on for a really long time get stolen and used to train AI, so this impacts people like me as well. So yep, support for the striking workers. And okay, that was it. I think that's it. I once again take care of yourselves, and I hope to see y'all in the next stream. All right, bye bye.